Concentrate. Take in all that is around you. Let's go again.
I have reason to believe the Empire is still a threat.
We face another war. Let's begin.
Ahsoka, tell her. Anakin spoke highly of you.
Get ready. Nice trick. Got any more?
Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new reveal, even a spoil for episode 4 of Ahsoka revealed by Rosario Dawson herself. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. That being said, be cautious for spoilers going forward here. This is something that's been newly revealed by Rosario Dawson herself though, however, so I'm not really taking it all that much as a spoil, more or less as a tease. Ahsoka star Rosario Dawson just shared spoiler-filled details about a quote-unquote crazy battle in episode 4 of Ahsoka. Not only did Ahsoka's first 2 episodes set up the show's villains and Ahsoka and Sabine's new dynamic, but also the Star Wars show delivered in terms of the lightsabers and the fight sequences already in those first 2 episodes. As fans grapple with episode 2's big reveal of there being an entirely new galaxy, as well as for everything that episode 3 just set up as well, and with episode 4 right on the horizon, Rosario Dawson just shared a new reveal of her own about yet another duel and when it will play out on the Disney Plus show. In talking with D23 of this year, Rosario Dawson had shared information about a quote-unquote crazy battle fans that have yet to see, and for when they might actually be able to expect to see it. When asked about her favorite scene to film, she described a forest with red leaves and a battle involving Ivani's Ahsoka's Shin Hati, Sabine, and her own character of Ahsoka, saying that, in quote, "There's this forest of where we have this really crazy battle. Shin Hati and Sabine are fighting and I am also battling in it. It's really quite beautiful. It's kind of like a burnt out forest with these red leaves. Ivani's wig actually started turning pink because the whole place started fermenting. We were filming inside and it was getting earthy. Creatures were moving in and there were mushrooms actually growing on the trees. It literally came to life." Ending that quote right there. Hearing some of those behind the scenes just details and of what it was like to film actually is so cool, and it sounds like the set that they had made here for the red forest of Seotis that we see our characters land on at the end of episode 3, and how it was created not using the volume and how it was used like actual like practical effects and everything like that is really honestly very fascinating and very cool, and how they were working with that, even describing and saying that little creatures were actually moving in and there are mushrooms growing on the set and it was literally coming to life is honestly so cool to hear about. I'm no way against the volume. I think it's an amazing feature, but the practical effects are always fun, especially to hear about in the behind the scenes. This forest with these red leaves sounds like Seotis, as I had mentioned, the planet of where Morgan Elsbeth had opened the star map in Ahsoka's episode 2, revealing a whole nother galaxy of where Thrawn and Ezra Bridger presumably are, and apparently Ahsoka and Sabine will find themselves there in a future episode, presumably episode 4, alongside with Shin and another Ahsoka antagonist, the Inquisitor Marak. And given that the trailer footage has shown, fans will get to see Sabine finally utilize her Mandalorian weaponry as well. And for sure, also just based off of the marketing, the trailers here for the Ahsoka show here as well, we can tell that Ahsoka is fighting the Inquisitor Marak, and we know that Sabine is fighting Shin Hati, so it's like a double duel is going to be going on here in this fight sequence, which is honestly so cool. This is also going to be like a rematch finally between Shin and Sabine as well, as they had first fought in episode 1. Of course, Sabine had lost miserably. I don't expect or anticipate Sabine to win by any means in this episode, but I believe that maybe she'll be able to actually put up a more of a fight than we saw with episode 1 and just not get stabbed at the very least. And meanwhile with that, some other footage had also teased a duel between Ahsoka and Marak, the Inquisitor, as I had mentioned, that has been employed by Morgan Elsbeth to simply go on and hunt down these guys. Rosario Dawson also has indicated that the scene happens during episode 4 and has described it as really striking and very beautiful, saying it in another quote, "We really loved that one." I think that's episode 4. It's just really striking and very beautiful. It had that beautiful background what's remarkable to me is how it could feel like you're in a forest, but you're on a stage. I mean, that quote right there. This is just really a smaller detail, I feel like, of the greater picture that we know of what's going to go on here with episode 4 of Ahsoka. Of course, here on the channel, I'll have a whole nother separate video coming out shortly of a episode 4 Ahsoka preview video for everything that we know about episode 4, also into the regards of the runtime of that episode. It's also more reason to grab that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified for when that video comes out. We're also talking about all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, so if you guys are into any of that, all the more reason to grab that subscribe button. We'll also have a reaction video right after Ahsoka episode 4 drops here on the channel, as well as a full breakdown into the references, things that you might have missed, and Easter eggs for Ahsoka episode 4 and all the future episodes as well. Episode 4 of Ahsoka is dropping on Tuesday, September 5th at 6 p.m. PT or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so this all being said, given the scenery surrounding Star Wars Disney Plus's show, just as a whole, inside and out of the Ahsoka show, so like other seasons of The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Andor, hearing about a major moment in advance and when it airs is surprisingly and definitely that spoiler territory, as I had kind of mentioned at the beginning of the video. But as I had also mentioned, I'm taking this more as just a tease. I think that if for anything, I'll also be talking a little bit more about this year in our preview video, as I had also just mentioned. However, though, this year all being said, this isn't the first time that Rosario Dawson has let something slip like this for the Ahsoka show. Back in 2021, Rosario Dawson had took to Instagram to welcome back Anakin Skywalker star Hayden Christensen before Lucasfilm themselves had requested that she would take that down. Not only is Christensen expected to appear in Ahsoka, whether it's a flashback or as a Force ghost, but he was also recently included in the show's marketing in a couple of TV spots here as well, which was pretty major and just as much as a confirmation that he will be appearing here in the show. Whether or not it's going to be a flashback or if it's a Force ghost or maybe even both, we just don't know. I have my fair share of videos discussing and talking about that though, however, here on the channel. The Ahsoka's actress Rosario Dawson's latest spoiler isn't quite as newsworthy as her first one with Hayden Christensen, especially since the show's trailer has already teased these in upcoming scenes. But also into the regards of Hayden Christensen, there was some new dialogue that had also been used in those TV spots. Not necessarily new footage, that was just footage that they pulled from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show actually, but they did have new dialogue, so that's even more of a confirmation. However, what I will also say though is that Rosario Dawson didn't reveal, however, it's what that they're actually fighting for. Why are they fighting the Inquisitor Marak and Shin here in the scene? I'm just presuming that they are being sent there to finish the business, as we kind of saw at the end of episode 3 with Baylan sending off a couple of their troops, those like robot kind of guards, and then probably will also do the same with the Inquisitor and Shin. This here all being said though, however, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What do you want to see with Ahsoka episode 4? As I had also mentioned earlier on in this video, I'll have a whole nother video into the regards of a preview video for Ahsoka episode 4. All the more reason to grab that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already. We'll also have our weekly breakdown videos for each Ahsoka episode into the regards of references, things that you might have missed, and Easter eggs for each episode. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you as always. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.